Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial by Shayna's Home DIY and Crafts. In today's video, we're going to be sharing something a little bit different. We are starting to perk up the outside of the house to make it look nice. And in today's video, we are going to be changing this garage door. No, we're not changing it. We're just going to DIY it. So here we have it pressure washed and it's all done pressure washing. And this is what it looks like once it was done pressure washing the next day and dried off. So here I am showing you guys where I have some rust, and that's due to water. So when I first bought this house, it has no gutter on it. And of course, that's what water does. So you gotta take care of your property. You gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. Gutters aren't cheap, but it can be cheap if you know how to do them, or if you know people how to know people can do them. It can be cheap, but if you gotta pay to get them done, it can be expensive. So we got the gutters on the house, and the house is doing much better. So we're gonna perk this up and make it look good. You gotta take care of your property. Holding a property is like a big investment. So you get what you put in. So here in today's video, we're gonna be using the Minmax gel stain. Woohoo! Minmax gel stain, $23 plus tax. You could get this at your local Home Depot. You could get it at your Lowe's or your local hardware store. You can also purchase these online, and like I say, for only 23 bucks. Okay, here we have some wire brush that I'm going to be using. We're going to take care of those rust, and these are from Walmart. You could get them from your local store as well. Here we have some Rust-Oleum spray paint primer for metal, because once we're done getting those rust off, we're going to use that brush to get the rust off the door. Then we're going to sand it. Once we're done sanding, we're going to clean it off, and we're going to use this Rust-Oleum paint. So here's all the ingredients I am using minus the Minmax polyurethane. These are all the stuff I bought to use and what I had at home to use, but I did not use the Minmax polyurethane because it's not needed. Keep watching and you will see. Okay, if it's your first time here, my name is Shayna. On this channel, I do a lot of home DIY projects and different type of crafting. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. Thank you so much for your continuous love and support. So here we also have some black spray paint because, of course, that garage door holder or handle, we're gonna get that taken care of. Now, if I should really want to go buy spray paint for this handle, I would have gotten a satin finish, but I am using what I already have at home. So here we go. The first garage door, I taped that off, and I went ahead, and once I tape it off, because I didn't want to get gel stain all over the place, and this is after me priming the bottom and all that, and tape that off. So here's the second garage door. It looks worse than the first one. Look at the handle. That's how much water damage over the years, you know, that did this. So be careful if this is what your garage door look like. I shouldn't be touching that like that because I could get cut or get bruised or scratched with rusty metal. You don't want to get cut with that because you could get really sick. Anyway, so on the inside of the garage door, all I'm using here is a pliers. You could use the right tool for this. You could use as simple as a pliers. I'm using the pliers because I want to show you that you don't need to buy all those tools. And 90% of everybody has a screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a hammer, and a pliers. I mean, not everybody has a saw, but I'm assuming 90%, I'm only saying 90% of homeowners, or whoever you are, random, you don't have to be a homeowner, has those specific tools. So that's it. It was that easy. We took it off, going into the garbage because we're going to have to replace that. So I make sure I have some gloves on. I should have probably put some mask on because if you guys know me with my allergy and know how that goes, I probably should have put a mask on. So here I am with that wire brush, and all I'm doing, I'm just going in, and we're going to try to get off that rust off the garage door. So we're using the gloves to make sure I don't get any splinter or slivers in my hand, and we're just using that wire brush to get off the rust. And of course, I put the garage door up a little because I don't want to bend too much Because I tell you, I'm only in my 30s, mid 30s, and I'm telling you, the back. This is from me doing all these heavy work. My back ain't, I don't know what's going to be like in my 40s, but my back ain't working right. Anyway, so there we go. I have a sander. I chose to use a sandpaper because I want to show you guys how easy this is. You don't need to go buy no extra tool because a lot of times I watch stuff. I remember I wanted to get into baking once and I seen these people use all these things. Went ahead, I spent over $5,000. Did I ever bake a cake? One. It looks like shit. But it didn't taste like shit. It tastes good. I was late for Thanksgiving dinner and the cake looks terrible, but tastes good. Anyway, it was a coconut carrot cake for Thanksgiving. Never use those things again. They're there and I spend a lot of money because I watch these people and I said, oh, they said use this, some isn't it. So there it is. We're done sanding. We clean off the garage door. Make sure you clean it off. I didn't show you how I clean it off because, hey, I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time either. So we cleaned that off, and once we're done cleaning off, I went ahead with the primer and I primed that. And you see that big old patch that I show you with the rust that caused a hole. If you guys have any suggestion on how I can fix that hole, let me know. I'm going to be doing some research because apparently what happened is so rotten from melting is when I used the wire brush that it just went in a hole. Okay, so anyways, here I am. I have all you need for this. Don't go out there and spend your money to buy an expensive paintbrush, okay? Do not spend your money to buy an expensive paintbrush. So I was trying to mix up that stain, if you guys remember seeing that. You can't mix it. It's not like a regular stain, and I didn't know that. It's gel. It's like pudding, chocolate pudding. So you want to get a bristle brush, the cheapest brush you could find. You could get these at if you have like Big Lot in your area, you could also get them at Walmart. Bristle brush, the coarse looking brush, because yes, you want that brush. This is the one time ever in your life you're going to want to paint something that's not smooth and doesn't look good, because this is what makes it look good. Okay. All right. So here I am. We're just going in slowly, and I sped this up a little bit because I don't want to put you to sleep. So all I'm doing is you want to go in the grain of your garage door and you want to do it little by little. Do it section by section. And you want to do this on a day that's hot, but also not a day where the sun is penetrating on your garage door, because it dries so quickly. It dries so quickly. It's like, oh my God. You want to be able to have time. And literally I was done with this in like an hour and a half. I was done with the whole garage door. Only thing I could say is that my hands hurt so bad. I think I'm developing carpal tunnel from doing all these work. These, I don't know. I think I'm just falling apart. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So you see how I'm slightly going with the brush, and we're going in the grain, or we're following the grain of the metal off the garage door. So if it goes that way, you don't want to keep going up when the grain kind of goes sideways. So you want to follow that and slightly brush that in with the bristle brush. And it's going to give you that nice wood texture. Look at that. I don't know if you guys could see that wood texture coming in, but tell me if you see that wood texture coming in. So that's all you're doing. You don't want a lot on your brush. Well, you really don't want a lot on the brush. A little goes a long way. A fly went in my ears. Look at that shit. Sorry. Anyways, a little goes a long way. I'm sorry for cussing. But you just want a little bit. And here I noticed on the second garage door, you notice I'm not using painter's tape. If you're not like as skilled, I don't want to call myself a skilled person, but I'm comfortably enough, or I feel skilled enough to do that without painter's tape. And I was trying to like do stuff without, the time is taking up. But not only that, once you open this garage door, in a sense, I felt like the painter's tape didn't work for me on the first garage door, because once you open this, you're gonna have to go behind the rubber or the sealer or around the garage door. There's a rubber around your garage door. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That seals and help close your garage door from the weather, from water and all that. I want to say maybe weather protection, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it's called. So that's all I'm doing. And we're going in section. You notice how I do one small box section, one small box, and we do it in section, because like I say, you don't want to be all over the place, because then it can be overwhelming. It dries really fast, and you want to make sure you brush out that stain. You don't want to like end up with a big clunk of stain. It's going to look like somebody shit on your garage door. Like somebody took shit and literally splashed it on your door. So there we are. I did the middle piece because it was to my height. So I'm not going to show you everything because that's all I'm doing. Taking light, little bit of a gel stain on my bristle brush and just brushing it, following the grain of the garage door. So that's what it looks like once I was like literally 90% done. So I'm just showing you guys how I did so. So here we are. We pulled the garage door up so I could get to the bottom. And I know somebody's going to ask me, well, you put the primer on gray. Yeah, they didn't have any white one when I went to the store. And I was not going to go back because guess what's going to cover? The only thing I could say is because we're doing that bristle brush where you still having a little bit of the white seep-through to give you that wood texture look, it might make a difference, but it didn't make a difference in this scenario for me. But it can make a difference because it may give you a different look. Like I'm currently doing my front door. So when I post that video, you will see what I'm saying. Like my front door was red. I didn't prime it. I go over the red with this same gel stain and it gives it like a cherry look. It's very pretty, but the siding of my door where those two glass are, they were white. I probably should have paint them red so it would match. So because of that, I'm gonna have to put a second layer on it. Enough of that door. I'm not going into it, but stay tuned. You will see that video when it's posted. So here I am. Now we're done to that part. So let me tell you what I did to that part after where I stand on the garage door and stand and end up turning the hole because I don't want the critters to go live in my garage door because I have a lot of critters. Neither do I want the critters to like literally, because once they get in there, then they get in your house and all that. So what I did, I used a little bit of spray foam. I did not do that on camera, but I used a little bit of spray foam to fill that hole because you know what's inside of that garage door? Foam. That's what's inside there. So I used the spray foam to seal it to make sure it's filled. Once I did so, I kind of like cut off the outside piece that hang out of the garage because it's expand as I spray it. Then I kind of like went over it with a caulking, like an exterior caulking, because I'm going to have to seal around this garage door too and paint. You see those side where the paint is stripping and everything. We're going to have to paint that. We're not going to do that on camera because you guys already know how to do that. So I don't need to show you how to do that. I'm just focusing on the garage door. So that's what I did. Then I went over it with some caulking and nicely get it in like some mudding. You know, like when you do taping and mudding with sheetrock. So that's what I kind of did. And then I went over that and spray paint it with the sealer as well. And then I put the stain on it and it took it. It worked. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't sure it's going to work, but it worked. We're going to see how long it's going to hold up for. I don't know. But still go ahead if you have any suggestion and put that in the comment section for me, which I'm also going to do some research. So now here's what you want to do. You want to open your garage door and you see right in between where those connection pieces are, that helps your garage door to flex and retract so it can open. You want to open your garage door and then you want to stop it as you get to those area like where you see I'm standing right now. Like you could take it off the track if you want to. I'm not going to take mine off the track because my garage is full of crap. The garage looks terrible. Inside of my garage looks terrible. So I probably can't even find space to go stand to take this off the track. Plus, I don't want to take it off the track. Next thing, I can't get it back on the track and it's a whole pain in the ass. So this was easier for me. Like you guys know, it's a one-woman show. I have no help. So this is what I have to do. What works for me. Do what works for you. If you have a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a neighbor, a friend, a sister, a brother, whomever it may be that can help you, then go ahead and take it off the track. I didn't, and you know what? I felt like this was so bad. You just got to make sure you stop the garage door at the right time. So I went in, I used my garage door opener, and as it opened, I stop it right there. Perfectly stopped. And then I go in between those area with my gel stain, and we're doing the same thing. A little bit of gel stain on the bristle brush, and we're just lightly brushing away. You're not painting, guys, so you don't need to like paint because this is not painting. You're slightly brushing to get that wood texture on your garage door. Okay, and that's all I'm doing. And like I said, it dries fairly quick. So now if you guys look on the side, which is my left, that if you look at your left looking at the camera, which is the right, or if you look behind me on the back side, you notice you could see now you can't tell because you don't want to have like a wood garage door and then when you open it in between the liner and all that, it looks like that. So this is what the garage door looked like once I was done, and I opened it along on the track for all 4 attachment. It's 3 attachment of the garage door. I didn't need to show you that because, hey, it's the same thing over and over. So here's what I'm showing you guys. That's what it looks like where I sprayed the spray foam and the silicone, caulking and silicone and stain over it. Surprisingly, it looks absolutely gorgeous. You can't even tell it's there, you know. So that's a cover up for now, but I'm going to need to be able to get that fixed. I mean, it could stay like that. If next year, nothing wrong with it, I may just leave it like that. But for right now, we're going to see what happens. So here we are. We have some magnet decorative pieces for your garage door. And those handles that I show you just now are from Temu. Temu's coming through. Very, very cheap. Way cheaper than Amazon. Not for nothing. I'm not knocking out Amazon. Not promoting Temu, because some of the stuff they sell out there, you guys know it's crap. Okay, so make sure you read your review. Don't just go on there and buy it. Look for the ones that has all these reviews. Some people post pictures and then you get those ones, because not for nothing, the top piece that I'm putting on, that's going to give me those window looking like hallucinate, like give me the illusion of windows. I got that from Amazon because I did purchase those pieces from Temu. It said it should be black, and guys, you don't even want to know what it looks like. It looks like sheer curtain. It looks literally like sheer curtain, and it was brown. I mean, it looks good up there, but it just looked cheap. You can see cheapness in it. From a distance, it looks really good, but as you come closer to the garage door, all you see is cheapness. Now, all I did here, guys, because I don't know, I think I'm really good at measurement with my eyes, and I'm really good at eyeballing things. I literally eyeballing putting all 4 pieces of these window magnet on the garage door. Okay, now if you may not be as good as that to look at it and eyeball it and get it right, so get yourself a small ruler, or you could get yourself a tape measurement or a measuring tape and measure so you could get that straight. You could also use painter's tape and make the marking so you'll know exactly where to put these window magnet. Okay, now like I said, I'm just good at eyeballing, so that's what I'm doing. We're giving the eyeball, and of course, unfortunately, you can't have my eyeballs because I need them. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And in today's video, you guys notice you don't see Fiona. Oh, don't worry, she's there. She's just not in the video. She is right underneath my car, which is parked on the other side of the garage door, staring at me. I think I should probably put a picture of her under the car so you guys could see her if you're interested in Fiona. So look, that's what it is. I got all the magnet windows on, and I am just going over with the other pieces, which is from Temu. Temu's coming through, baby. And I'm just gonna put it on the garage door. It's just snap just like that. Look at that. Boom. Bang. Does it come off your garage door open? Not a problem. I open the other garage door. I usually park on the other side when I can, but I use the other side because you barely can open the door on that side, because you open it, maybe you can't close it because it's full of junk. Yeah. So that's all I'm doing. And look at those sweet potato vines. How beautiful they're coming in, except for bugs are eating them. So, and I'm using the Severdust, but I don't know, it's not working. The bugs, I sprayed on the bugs, they crawl and fly away. But I want to kill them. I'm sorry, I know they have to eat, but what if I didn't plant flowers? What would you eat? So go wherever you would have gone, because if I didn't plant them flowers, you would have still eat. You would have survived. So leave my stuff alone. And that's what it is. I'm so proud. Look how nice it looks. There it is. You also have more of these that looks more real. Like it's like glass when you look at it. Literally give you that glass look. But look at that. Tell me my eyeball ain't good. Tell me my eyeball isn't good. No ruler, no tape measurement. We eyeball it, get it on, and we got it on right. So like I say, don't do like I do. Do the right thing and use a measuring tape, a ruler, or whatever it is. But look how beautiful. And now you see why I did not use the polyurethane, because look at the sheen of this garage door. Look at it. This one I did for a long time. So for a while, this garage door was done and the next one was done, because I wanted to make sure this was the right choice. So we got to pass through the winter and see how it hold up. I know somebody's going to ask me how it's going to hold up. I don't know. I only did it for a few weeks in the summer, or a month before I did the other one. So we'll find out. But look at the sheen. Seriously, look like you could go out there with a freaking cloth and wipe it off. Like, you know, back in the days, those type of furniture we used to have, our parents used to have, we use that old English furniture oil or spray to clean it off. That's what it looks like. But I don't have any problem opening the garage door with those accessories on it, those decorative accessories piece. And it looks like a brand new garage door. My neighbor saw it when he goes, if I didn't see you doing this, I would have thought you have a brand new garage door for only $23. And listen, guys, listen. That's gel stain that I use on both garage door. I use it on the front door and I still have left over. Can you imagine? But look at that. We're going to paint and make everything look nice. So with all that have been said, if you enjoy watching this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Also, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. This way they won't miss out. Now remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Until next time. Be blessed. Bye for now.